Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hurricanes will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Lewis wants to pass. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They're going to ride this running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling. Those are the...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Reads and fires complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Canes. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running back searching for a hole. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Intercepted, number 19. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Canes will go for it here on fourth down. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll leave it with him. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change. This game goes on.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Welch. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that big man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense,
Turning on the Jets. The 40. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up 14 over Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Caught near the sideline, it's Williams. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Welsh. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Lewis to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling on it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
At the 45 on his way. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
On the screen. And he's tackled at the 41. And first down for the offense.
The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Lewis wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the single back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Moving away from pressure. There he goes. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easy.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Lewis to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him this time. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Canes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. On the move. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Offense gets set for second down. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Hurricanes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw, it's Chadwick. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. First down and 10. We'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Lewis wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
He'll be stopped just a little short of that 25-yard line, and now they have a decision to make on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Now from inside the red zone. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Welch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs! And the comeback is on. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the ground with the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. He'll throw it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Finds his back in the middle. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39, and it'll be 4th down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Lewis to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Running to the left. Power powers through the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Lewis wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The handoff keeps working on that clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. It's Barney. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be knocked down. opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Miller. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And first down for the offense.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this